Hey team, it's great to see you. I wanted to, first of all, this will be recorded. So if you're watching this now, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm happy that you're watching this video. I am here to talk to you guys about something that was so incredibly freeing to me, something that is near and dear to my heart because it was so much trial and error for myself. And if I can save you guys any time, I'm gonna do it. So let me go ahead and just get my screen situated here so I can have my notes up for you guys. I have been learning so much from so many incredible people in these last few weeks. 2017, like I told the team, is going to be such an amazing year for us. And it's just been a true testament of that as to our team growth in the first quarter of the year. So I just wanted to just share the wealth that I've been given, share the knowledge that I have been blessed with, because if I'm not sharing it with you guys and showing you that what I'm doing is duplicatable, then you won't have much faith, so I want to give you guys a really great foundation in where to start your business, where you should be the strongest in your business. So today, what I'm going to talk about is you stop trying out for your business and start owning your business. And by trying out, I mean like when you try out for sports. I've tried out for basketball, I tried out for cheerleading, and cheer tryouts in retrospect were very kind of scary because you walk into a room with like judges sitting at the table and then you cheer and then you dance, and it's just really scary, right? That's a really nerve-wracking experience. But when you are still in that mind frame, when you're still kind of like at that scared stage of your business, or even just coming out as a new coach, if you're posting things and you're second guessing it, or you're like, oh man, was I doing too much in that one? Or, oh man, was that gimmicky? Was that cheesy? You're second guessing yourself, and you're taking away from the joy that comes from being your authentic self. And you're looking for approval. You're waiting for somebody to tell you, oh, what you're doing is cool, I respect that, I want to join you. You're waiting for that time where you are able to move your business forward. Like you're just waiting for that perfect moment, and it's just not going to happen. And what you need to do is just take consistent action and keep working towards that, because all of those things and those activities that you're doing, those small, minute, they feel like they're minute things, but really pay off in the long run. Those things are going to snowball effect into really massive success. So I want you to keep that in mind. And also, when you are auditioning, when you're trying out, that's when you allow yourself to be timid in your posting. That's where you kind of shy away and don't want to share too much. You second guess yourself. Like I said about when you post, like you're like, oh, should I said that? Like, is that too much? Am I going to offend people? When you're trying out, you set small goals when you could, in your deepest desires, you can, hit Success Club 20 or Success Club 10, but you're just afraid of proclaiming those goals because you're afraid of failure. But I'm here to tell you that failure in this business is going to happen anyway. And I'm here to help prevent the failure for failing as long as I have. Okay? I have been failing at this business probably 3 out of the 4 years. Like, it's no joke. Like 3 out of the 4 years I was failing in this business because I was still second guessing myself. I really had a voice in my head, even until I quit my full-time job. I still had a voice inside my head that was like, is this going to happen for me? And I've shared this secret like with my success partner probably. And I'm like, is this going to happen? Because it seems like it's happening with other people around me. It seems like it's happening, people who started even after me. Like, when is this going to happen for me? You cannot wait for that time. You have to control what you can control. You have to control your business. You need to take action. You need to own your business, and you need to act like the CEO that you signed up to be. Beachbody is not going to just hand hand give you leads unless you're in the lead program. But even then, they aren't as good as the real relationships that I have built. So I want you guys to really think about that. Are you kind of shying away from this? Are you second guessing it? Where is your belief in the systems? Where is your belief in our products? Because that is the foundation of your success. And that is where people start to see, oh, dang, she's been drinking Shakeology for 4 years now. I see her post about it every once in a while, but it's been pretty consistent. And I'll share my kids drinking it. And it's just there because it's part of my being. And also when you are in this try out phase, you're allowing yourself to get upset when your business isn't moving. You allow yourself to play the bling game and say, oh, people just aren't buying from me. I've talked to maybe like 3 people and none of them want to purchase. Price is always an objection. Nobody wants to invest in themselves. Like, that's because you're still trying out. That is because you have your business in other people's hands, right? Like when you are rejected, because it's going to happen, guys, like I'm rejected left and right. Like you have to realize that this business, like there is no trying out. Like you're in the game already. This is what it is. So it's definitely not worth putting your business in other people's hands because then they control it. If somebody doesn't want to purchase from you, that's fine. You just don't see the value in it yet, but you will be watching my social media posts and you'll probably convert to a customer later on. But I'm going to continuously do what I do because I believe in the products. I believe in our processes, and that's where I'm going to be. So when you're ready, my hand is stretched out and take it. Okay. So like I said, all of the fears that you have, fears that people aren't going to join your challenge groups, people don't want to join your team, or fear of rejection, or fear of people not thinking that you're a serious coach because you feel like you're not at your goal body yet. All of these fears, they're going to happen anyway, but it's what you do and how you turn them around and how you turn them into momentum that will help steer your business. And you have to control the controllable. Stay in control and control how many people do you talk to. You can't control their answers or whether or not they even answer. Yes, say yes or no. But you can control the amount of people that you speak to and the amount of people that you add to your network so that you have continual conversations kind of being cycled through. And then also stop auditioning and start contributing to other people. And contributing to other people, this means adding value. Not necessarily always the, hey, look at me, I'm taking a selfie after my workout photo, or I'm taking a photo with my shake. They want to see value. People love it when you are able to bless their life. And if that is a recipe, then that is great. Somebody has a new recipe that they can try. If that is of your favorite motivational quote, go on Pinterest and look up some great fitness motivational quotes. What speaks to you to that day? Post a photo of yourself and in the caption, that quote from Pinterest. That is a great way that I actually get inspiration when I have writer's block. When I have writer's block, because I share a lot on social media, I will go to Pinterest and kind of take a look and feel around what speaks to me that day. And then I build my post off of that quote or whatever it is. And you can always start your caption with a quote first, and then at the end, write your caption and what you interpreted from it and why it inspired you. And then also be authentically you. It takes a lot of bravery to do what we do. What we do is not the norm. What we do is very different, but you need to show who you are outside of Beachbody. And because we all have moments when we mess up, we all have moments when we aren't our best, and we all have moments where, we need somebody to lean on. Sometimes when I feel like I'm going to make a bad choice or I have made a bad choice, I'll post about it. Either in our challenge group and I'll talk about it, or on my social media and say, this is what I did, this is what I'm going to do to fix it. I know we all have those moments, but I come to you guys because you're on my online diary and you support me. Okay, so now that we kind of get the premise of what this call is going to be about. I'm going to give you guys some tips that I've adapted from this rock solid group that I'm in right now that's being hosted by some really incredibly talented elite coaches. And this was one of my favorite live trainings that they did so far. So I hope you guys take notes, because I took away so much from this call, which is why I'm so fired up to give it to you guys. Like I said, like I wanted to soak up all that I can in this group and then give you guys all this information, because it's golden, it's solid, it's just great information. And I always tell you guys this, I don't want you guys to wait 4 years to see success, because I've been doing this for 4 years now, and it took me 3 years of just failing and continuously failing. And now that I have these resources and see the success, I definitely want to be sharing that with you guys. So number 1, here we go. Stop waiting for the perfect moment to invite to the business. Like, you can't wait. I know that it's easy to always go for the discount first, but if you can show that prospect the potential of what this business has to offer very effectively in your social media and in what you share, are you utilizing Instagram stories? Are you utilizing Facebook stories now? Are you utilizing all these things that you have? Share with them, like say something like, holy cow, I paid my car bill with just my Beachbody money this month. Or, oh, I feel great because I was able to get ballet lessons for Cameron this month. Or this paid for her hula costumes, or things like that. And if you see someone who is on Facebook or Instagram or any social media platform who is absolutely amazing, and you think that they would be an amazing coach, then message them and start the conversation. It is not scary. Nothing about what we do is definitely scary. You know, the easiest thing that you can do is on Facebook, if you have some mutual friends, request them. And if they confirm you as a friend, message them and say, hey. And the great part is now on the Facebook Messenger, as soon as you are friends with somebody, it goes straight to my messenger and says, this person's connected to Messenger. Do you want to send a message? The best icebreaker and the best way to just go straight for it, if you want to cut the chit chat, because let's face it, sometimes when you start chit chatting with people kind of smell it. You know what I mean? So it's really great. And this is such an easy way. It's just saying, hey, I see we have some mutual friends. Are you a coach too? So that can go one of 3 ways. It can go, yes, I'm already a coach. 2, no, I'm not a coach. Or 3, what is a coach, right? And then you can gear the conversation towards wherever it needs to go at that time. But it's just such an easy way. And none of those ways are incredibly scary. If it's weird, then it's like, okay, well, that's weird. I learned from that, and I'm going to move on, and I'm not going to do that again. Or I'm going to change my tactic and start a conversation this way because it feels more comfortable. Number 2, people don't take action because they feel like they need to know everything. I know that there's a lot of people out there who are those people who are perfectionists, and then it just paralyzes them. You do not need to know everything to be a successful coach. You do not need to know everything to run a great challenge group, right? Like when I first started, I had these fears, and I know that a lot of you guys are going to have that too, that who would take me seriously because I don't have a nutritional certificate, or who's going to take me seriously because I didn't go to school for like kinesiology or anything like that, or I have no like real athletic background. I didn't train athletes. Who would believe me? Am I worthy of that? And yes, you are, because 1, you are attracting your people, you're attracting your tribe. So for me personally, I know somebody who has like a 6-pack and a bodybuilder, they're not going to want advice from me. That's fine. What I connect with is moms, and what I connect is women with real bodies who want to lose weight and love fitness, and they have a general love for fitness already. That is my tribe. That is my demographic. Those are my people. And so don't wait because you don't feel like you're not worthy. You are definitely worthy, because the people that are coming and connecting to you feel and trust you, so that they trust you with their challenge. And also, you don't need to know what you need to know until you need to know it. Like, the best thing to say when somebody asks you a question you don't know is, I'm sorry, I don't know the answer to that. Let me find out for you. And then go back to them. Because not only are you admitting, like, it's better to say that than make up an answer, you're going to do them a service by looking up that answer for them and then bringing it back to them. So you're serving them already without them even really doing anything for you at that moment. So you're continuously contributing to them. And also use your resources. Google, your FAQs in your back office, or your upline. You have so many resources at your fingertips. An answer is everywhere. And then number 3, this is my last tip, sharing authentically who you are on your social media. This is a good one, because I think that with social media nowadays, you see so many people on your timeline, it's easy for you to get buried in all that noise, right? One thing that I really like to do, sometimes on Transformational Tuesdays, or, depending on how my social media has been growing, I will introduce myself every month, depending on how many new followers I have. And that's a really good way of allowing your audience to know who you are. And you don't have to share the same thing every time. I would actually advise that you don't, and you share something different every time. Some examples of these types of posts are like funny things or confessions, like, hi, I'm Camilla. I'm going to be 32 this year, and I go to Disneyland way more than I should. Or, hi, I'm Camilla. I don't like to sleep with my legs outside of the blankets because I'm afraid of ghosts. Like something silly like that, like 10 facts about you. What makes you different? This is going to attract your people to you, and they're going to connect to the things that you're sharing with them because they feel like they know you at this point. They've been reading your posts now probably for months, just waiting to join your challenge group. And these are the ways that you are going to allow them into your life without you actually having to start that conversation with them or sending that message. Like, a lot of people come to me and they're like, oh my gosh, I've been following your story and you sharing about your son and your journey with his diagnosis with ADHD. Like, it's just been really inspiring to me. And then they go on and on and on. Like, it's a conversational topic around me now because I've shared so freely about it. I know it's something that is very discretionary and something very private amongst families, but for me personally, it's very therapeutic for me to share these things. And when I get people that connect to me in this way, it's just so meaningful. It means so much to me. It makes my heart happy. So that is why I do it. So at this point I went to visit some old coworkers, and we got together on Friday, and one of my old coworkers' fiancés follows me on social media, and she was like, probably seen her maybe like twice, and she was like, Camilla, I've been following the story about Nolan's ADHD, and I just want to let you know, like, it really touches my heart, because she's a nurse, so she studied mental health quite a bit in nursing school, and we just had such a heartfelt conversation, and she's not even a parent yet, so it was just a really great connection. So these things connect you to your audience. Like the stories that I shared about when we were doing the Do It For Her series, the stories I shared about our car accident, like I've never felt so connected to my audience. And you have to continuously look for ways to create that connection with your audience. And if you have any questions on how to do so, or if you'd like any feedback, I'm definitely here to help you guys, because I want to dig deep and dig under the surface level of, hey, join my challenge group, or hey, this is why I drink Shakeology, or hey, just like, let's peel off the layers of the onion a little bit and get to that core and what makes you who you are, because that is a connective tissue to your audience. It's in those stories that you connect to the people. And even if somebody joins you, say we're in April and somebody's like, I started following you last year and I really want to join challenge group. I've seen your transformation. Like, you have to show these things. Okay, so I am going to give you some examples on some really good posts that will help you on your social media. Number one, share a photo of where you live and your favorite space in your house. Like, where do you cuddle up? Where do you read a book? Like, where is your sanctuary? Share a photo of your favorite food and share it. What's your all-time favorite food and why do you love it so much? Does it bring back memories of your childhood? Does it remind you of your first date with your honey? Like, why do you love that food so much and how does it make you feel? Dig up an old photo of yourself and reflect. Like, reflect on who you were at that moment in that photo, or reflect on how you feel when you look at that photo, or where you were at that moment in your life. Share a photo of your workspace and tell us what inspires you. Again, you can go to Pinterest and get an inspiring quote. That's a really great way to get your creative juices flowing and help you craft captions for your posts. That's exactly what I do. That's my secret, is I go to Pinterest and I type in what I feel at the moment and a quote pops up and then I build off of that quote. How are you contributing to the world? Post something. For those of you who are teachers, like, you have the biggest contribution to the world. Share that. How does that make you feel? It's a huge responsibility, but it's such a blessing. Be authentically you, because it frees you in your business. When you are able to just be you unapologetically, this is who I am, this is what I believe in, this is where I'm going, I want you to come with me, I'm going the 4-minute mile, I want you to run this pace with me. When you feel that, like, people will feel that energy and want to vibe off of that energy. So I highly recommend that all of those fears and all of those insecurities, all of those what ifs, all of those, just everything that holds you back from moving your business forward, just let it go. Like, the scary things are going to happen regardless. But once you start kind of just attacking them and meeting them head on, it makes them less scary and they lose their power. Like rejection, it loses its power. I'm at a point now where I invite about 35 people a day to a challenge group, right? And I'm at Success Club 10. Like, let's think about that. If I invite 30 people a day and I'm getting 5 people to actually sign up, like, that's crazy, right? But it's less scary to me. Me hitting send on that message is less scary to me now. The rejection is so not scary to me anymore, because I believe in what we do and I believe in our mission, and what we have is just such an amazing offer. What we have is a gift to the world to help them lose weight, and a gift that I just want to keep on giving because I never have to leave my house to work out. It's freaking awesome. And remember also that people will connect to you through these posts. Those stories, it's these stories that you tell effectively on your social media that people will resonate and connect to, right? They're going to go back and they're going to be like, oh my gosh, when you posted at that time that, you weren't super fit and it was messing with your marriage, that was me too. Like, I've had people tell me that. And was it scary to share that? Yeah, my husband wasn't too happy, but I know that I'm not alone in that moment. I knew that I was like, I know that I'm going to connect with somebody on this. Like, somebody definitely feels me on this. And it's attracted my type of person to me. And it's attracted my vibe and my tribe and just people who had the same mentality that I did. So that is all that I had. This was recorded, so I'll post the link on our team page so you can enjoy it later. I hope you guys got some value out of it. I enjoy doing these trainings for you guys. Everything that I do is duplicatable. If you have any questions, need any feedback or anything, definitely let me know. I hope you guys have a good evening. I'll talk to you later. Bye.